My name's Stuart. I'm from London, United Kingdom, and I was diagnosed with CLL, SLL, chronic lymphocytic leukemia, small lymphatic lymphoma. Basically, being out of breath and coughing incessantly. Basically, I think that's for over a year and a half. People thought, that my doctors and my GPs, general practitioners, thought I had asthma. And then I think around about June last year, I had an X-ray, and then I got a frantic phone call from my GP or doctor, if you call it here. Secretary said, "Could you come in to see the doctors?" I said, "Oh, this was on a Thursday." So I went along to my GP and the doctor, and she said to me, "We've got suspected lung cancer." I said, "Oh." Doesn't sound very, very positive. I wouldn't care. I don't think I've smoked for about 50 plus years. And anyway, after that, I had one or two more tests, and then follow a biopsy I had, and then they discovered the shadows of my right lung was basically lymph nodes, and which created sort of fluid in my right lung, which I subsequently had drained. I think in October last year. The hospital, and after that, really, basically, I haven't really coughed since, more or less. About 6 months ago. It's been the last 6 months, particularly since January, really. But since 6 months, I've been on Brutinib. I think it's about 420 milligrams, and then I was introduced to venetoclax. Originally at 20 milligram, I had to go into hospital, really, because their main concern, of course, the primary concern, of course, is TLS, tumor lysis syndrome, which would be to do some unpleasant things to one's kidneys, let's say. Could be very fatal, the worst case scenario. But anyway, I managed to overcome that. It wasn't any problem at all. And then incrementally increased my dosage from 20 milligrams, 50 milligrams, 100 milligrams, 50. Yeah, to 100 now, basically. I'm now actually on 400 milligrams since January. 40, facing these 4 tablets a day. Other patients, I'm sure. Other patients obviously read or listen to music, take their laptops in or take their mobile or cell phones in for entertainment. But for me, the sketchbook, it's easy. I can just take pencils in, pens in. Even some brush pens in just to work with. It's quite a challenge anyway. It's quite good fun as well, really. I found it really of a challenge. I couldn't wait to get into the hospital for the day centre, find another patient to sketch. Well, it was a great morale booster. It was something quite comforting as well, because it's a bit depressing going to one of the wards, let's say, or sort of this unit with people of all ages, backgrounds, having various forms of treatment, really, and it can be a bit of a depressing place. But the nurses and staff, clinicians are great, really very upbeat, very positive. But this way, it's quite nice, really. I can probably have kept me going as well. I was reading, really, but I thought taking a sketchbook in helped me go through it as well. Particularly stuck there all day. It was from 9 o'clock in the morning to about 4 or 5 in the evening. It's a long time. Doing about 3 days a week. And so it's quite good, actually. It's kept my mind pretty active. It also requires a fair level of concentration as well. It's an addiction, basically. It sounds very weird, does it? I'm not an addictive person, but it was quite addictive, really, because I wanted it. It's a challenge to create these things, whether it's sketching, cooking, gardening, reading, going for long walks, meeting friends, with other sharing hobbies with like-minded people. It's a host of things just to keep one to be focused on that main problem and the main diagnosis. It's puts me in the back of one's mind, it's just there, but just a lot of the day I never think about it at all. I know it's a bit of a cliche, really, but just to say, Well, CLL. I know it's not. I know it's not. I know it's incurable, but I know it obviously with the drugs I have that can be obviously monitored, and also it's eminently treatable. And that just to say that it's not the end of the road. Because whether the cancer, basically, people might think it's like a full stop in one's life coming to the end. I'm sure a lot of people on your previous productions and shows probably have that same sort of philosophy. I've seen their interviews, and it comes through the strength saying this is what we're going through, this is what we're going through, but we can see that we can see a light at the end of the tunnel. There's always it's a very long tunnel anyway, really, but there's always light there.